So I agree so much with what you said. My perspective, I just feel with the identity crisis, that he spoke about, and man, I just feel like um only God, only the Most High can give us our meaning, our purpose. And a lot of men don't know. They don't have a foundation in Christ, right? And he's the only one who can give us that journey that you speak about, and I personally don't believe either that I see people come from two family households. And you know what I'm saying? Off the chain. It's what did you decide? Did you choose to go on a journey with Christ? Did you, and not the higher power, not the speak in the trees? Did you truly, he who is in Christ is a new creation, is a new thing? What do you decide to do? And I feel like not just with men, but with anybody, once you know your identity, your purpose in life, that God has called you to be, right? That chooses, that decides and dictates the choices that you make, and what areas you decide to grow in, what fine tuning you decide to do. It does not matter the hand that you was dealt. He who was in Christ becomes a new creation, so I totally agree with what you spoke. But I do feel like a lot of men just don't know, and the women too don't know their foundation, who they are in Christ, their purpose. What found There's no foundation. There is no foundation. And then we get on social media and that's all we see. We see what society is telling us it is, what podcast, just like what we giving our opinions. What did God say about you? So I agree. I agree with that.
All right, go ahead, Amir.
Almost knocked my computer down. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of funny sometimes listening because I know the question is posed to us ladies, but us ladies, I think we're more clueless than the men are about where we stand. I don't think the men are that confused or as confused as women are. I think the main problem is how even if the man grew up with one parent, two parents, raised by wolves, you how is a man supposed to interact with this new masculine woman? Because this masculine woman is, I believe, is kind of is a misnomer the right word to use? But it's a thing that, for example, a man can't interact with this new modern woman, this masculine woman, as he would with another man, because you can't beat her. You can't slap her when she talks out of line. You can't go toe to toe with her, but she feels that she can do everything that you can do and that she's competition to you. But I think most men know that women are not a competition. I mean, men literally, that's it. I mean, and that's in all fields. I mean, that's in logic, reason, emotion, physical strength, mental strength. Most things women cannot cannot go against men in competition. So I believe that this is one of the reasons why men are feeling, if this is what it is, because like I said, I don't know because I'm not a man, but from this question that's being posed is, do men need to feel needed or loved or what have you? I think men are just looking at women and trying to figure out where they stand or how to interact with this new masculine woman.
Go ahead,
Does,
Angela.
does any other woman on this panel agree with her? And
I
if you do agree with her, I would like to know what points you agree on because I feel like you took the question out of context. Okay.
The part I agree with her on is the way uh, the way in which men struggle to show up in their full masculine in polarity when women are acting as if they are the masculine. And so it puts them in this like cognitive dissonance where she's treating me as if she is the lead, she's the man, And so if she's the man, then what does that make me? But I definitely know I'm not. So I think it creates a dysfunction. That's what I'm hearing. Do you agree? Because we did talk about this earlier today, right? Like
She didn't answer the question, so she probably don't understand.
He's so mad at you still.
Are you talking to me, hey? Are you talking about me? Okay. So the question was, the original question was what? Can we get back to the original question? The original question was identity. A man's identity, any person's identity, is going to involve having accountability to a higher source. I feel like I do agree with Kiara. I do agree with her. Your purpose comes from God. I do feel like the family dynamic, how you were raised, influences how you perceive life, influences how you perceive yourself, right? Because those are the first references for identity. As far as looking to a woman to validate your identity, I think that a lot of times men seek, I think that a lot of like political stuff influences how Black men see themselves, because I do think that you have to separate the Black experience from an Asian man's experience, a Caucasian man's experience, Arabian. It's a completely different interaction and experience when it comes to Black relationships, how Black men are treated. So I do want to put that into perspective. But I feel like, why are you, I mean, you want your person to validate you, but the person shouldn't, the woman is not there to, if the father and the mother is not there to help you, you're going to struggle with those things. So I don't think it has anything to do with the battle of a masculine man and a masculine woman. Yes, you do come across that, but we have to take into account why Black women are showing up as masculine, and men need to have a little bit more grace and understanding so that we can work with each other and meet each other in the middle with the struggles that we only experience with each other.
Okay.
And I think you just go ahead.
Y'all heard this? Y'all heard what she's saying?
Could you
Men have to have grace for the women, right? But we just experienced, somebody didn't get no goddamn grace. What was the grace that for my man?
What I'm saying is, from my experience,
I'm not talking to you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not talking to you. I'm just
Black
responding.
men grace all the time in many different areas.
I'm giving you grace because I'm letting you talk over me.
Well, I had a question. So
I'm trying to figure this out. They talk about giving them grace, but ladies, are y'all willing to give that man grace? So
there's two questions on the table.
If that's the case, then some grace should have been extended to my man in a snowstorm. What no grace? Soon as she felt like it wasn't no, there was no grace. She cut it off. And so where was the grace at? Where was the grace at there?
I extended grace to him. I did.
I don't even believe that story, brother. 3 times she went into a snowstorm. That's crazy. That story fake, bro. That ain't real. You're not that bad of a driver.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I'm giving her grace and allowing her to tell a story and believing I'm off her word, and hopefully she's not lying to me. But you're right. She could be.